What's going on, guys? Salted Neos here, and we're back for another terrible idea. I mean, deck profile. Yeah, same thing. We're going to be playing the jankiest of the jank. We're playing Air Neos Turbo, because I don't have enough Neos builds already on this channel. And apparently I don't play anything else. But anyway, let's get right into it. 2 Garnets. Yeah, I mean, don't need to explain those anymore. I'm playing Air Neos Turbo. I should probably be able to summon Air Neos. On to the less... I may as well explain these guys before I just go into a bunch of generic warrior extenders. Connector is obviously generic warrior extender, and so is Dolphin, but they have... It also has niche other things you can do because you're playing Neos, but there's not much else. Dolphin's nice for discarding Mallies and stuff. There's not really more to say about that. You can use it to summon Neos and Hummingbird if you really want to. I mean, it can come up in some really weird situations, I guess. If you have, like, Miracle Contact in hand, which... Please cut that card if you're still running it. Believe me. It's not a great idea. And let's just see here now. How many generic warrior extenders am I playing? Well, 3 Butter Spy, 3 Captain, 3 Junk Forward, 3 Goblinberg. Literally all just warrior names, and I gotta move these up. These are all just warrior monsters you can extend into because I'm playing 58 cards and I need as many as I can get. Probably Butter Spy would be the first to cut if I wanted to cut any of these, because you probably don't need 3, but I'm running way too many spells in this list that also need to be trimmed down on, so yeah, I'm running a 3rd Butter Spy. Why not? It could come up. On to the warriors I have to talk more about. We're 1 Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight, you want to summon off his old more often than you don't want to see this thing in your opening hand, because you really want to get that to special summon it to get that mill, because that way you can get another monster on board. And because we don't have the Predaplant link yet, we kind of have to. We're relying on Armageddon Knight to send Mally or Destrudo. Usually, when the Preda link comes out and you still do that, you'd want to be sending Destrudo every time. But Mally can sometimes come up because of the extender, because you want to summon Saryuja if you don't have your Neos Fusion, because you're still stuck relying on hard drawing Neos Fusion, of course. Speaking of Mally, yeah, 3 Mally, for surprise. And the last card for that package, we got 1 Destrudo. Of course, we're running 1 Power Tool Dragon. We also want to create a huge life deficit for Air Neos as well. So Destrudo is a really good... It's like a perfect fit. Let you search out the other part of your OTK too. So we're going on to the spells I'm running because I'm running Equip Spells for his old. 2 Divine Sword, 3 DDR, 1 Living Fossil, 2 Cursed Bamboo, 2 Broken Bamboo, and 3 Golden Bamboo. I gotta center these a bit better, zoom out a little. So all of this is for his old. I'm running the Bamboo engine because you may as well. You're almost always... Having draw power is nice when it comes up. Being able to say you activate Pot of Greed every turn is pretty good. Fossil, I don't usually like seeing it. It's a 1-of because you have to run another name. I'm getting a cat. DDR is for revival, obviously, and Divine Sword is Divine Sword. It's free advantage, banish your stuff. And we're running 1 more equip spell. We're running 3 copies of Favorite Hero. This thing is what makes your OTK. Or it's the other key part beside Air Neos itself. You can equip it to a level 5 or higher warrior monster. And then if you have a card in the field zone, you gain your original defense. You get it can't be targeted by card. I didn't even notice that was an effect. Okay, it can't be targeted by card effects either. And this thing also activates a field spell at the start of the battle phase too. I probably have a better target. There's probably a better target than this, but I'm playing Neospace as the target because why not? If there's a better field spell, please say it and run it. But this thing also, Favorite Hero also gives a 2nd attack to the monster if you send it to the graveyard. So that's pretty cool. It enables your OTK, essentially. On to the other spells that are more related to Neos. We got 3 Neos Fusion, of course, because why the hell wouldn't you be playing that? Feel free to cut this. I was mostly running it to see if I could summon Storm Neos, so I was running the other 2 material anyways. I'm going to cut the Storm Neos for Predaplant when it comes out. And 3 Generation Next, because Generation Next also goes off the same... It's basically direct support for this kind of thing, because Generation Next also needs you to do lower on life to summon a monster. It's kind of an extender if you need one nichely for Saryuja or something. Or even early on if you open like Instant Fusion. Like it's a nice just extender. And on to other generic spells. We have 3 Instant Fusion, because instant fusion helps your win condition and summons a warrior or a eyes restrict to use. 1 Rhoda because Dark Warrior, 1 Foolish Burial because why the hell wouldn't you be playing that? 3 Call by the Grave because it's Call by the Grave in a combo deck, and 1 Upstart Goblin at 58 cards because, of course, I need to make that life deficit. It's not just a meme. Don't worry. It actually has a reason. We're on to the extra deck. 1 Air Neos. This is the entirety of your play. And also, the reason I built this deck, because I finally got one. Shoutouts to Justin, I guess. Or shoutouts to local player. But, like, this... It's beautiful having this. But this thing gains life for... The lower you are on life, as long as you're... It gains life equal to the difference in life between the players if you're losing. And because you're going to be losing... Because you're going to be setting yourself up to lose with all these setup, you've got yourself a really dumb, cheesy OTK to work with. 1 Storm Neos, please feel free to cut this. I was just trying to see if I could somehow randomly pull it off. You probably wouldn't benefit from pulling it off, so who cares? 1 1,000 Eyes, 1 Millennium Eyes. I never go into Millennium Eyes because there's never a situation for it in this format, but it's nice to have. And on to the main institution target, 1 Elemental Hero Mariner. You're running this Overflame Swordman entirely because it's a hero, and in very niche situations where you're off by 500 damage, you could instant fusion this favorite hero and use it. If you somehow also have a Neos on field from like a Saryuja or something, you then gain the 500 attack. You may as well be running the level 5 hero if you can't, because you don't gain anything from playing Flame Swordsman. So if some sort of situation like that comes up, yeah, it's probably better to have this than Flame Swordsman. But if you have like a better looking level 5 warrior, please feel free. It's not a huge loss. And on to the links. Why the heck this is first is beyond me. Hold on. 1 is old. Obviously, it's your whole freaking combo. It makes every play in your deck. 1 IP for Avermax plays is usually what you make if you go first. 1 Appaloosa, I don't go into it very often, but it's there. It may as well be played. 1 Borlo Dragon, you don't run Sword because you tend to... Ideally, you'd be winning off of Air Neos. Probably not the best reason to not run it, so feel free to put Boral Sword in as well. But in almost every... Boral Sword's just better than Air Neos in most instances, which makes most of this deck irrelevant, I'm not going to lie. It's just mostly to play Air Neos, but Boralo's there for helping you out. Get you out of some tricky spots if you ended up having a really awkward turn or something. You can steal something and just keep going. 1 Saryuja because you have to keep making this, because you have to get Neos Fusion somehow. 1 Avermax because Avermax is Avermax and a really broken card. 1 Winged Kuriboh to get rid of the 1,000 Eyes and get rid of the 1,000 Eyes or Millennium Eyes. 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Nightmare Phoenix to round off the links, just generic removal. And we're on to the 1 Synchro, Power Tool Dragon, in Ghost Rare, of course. You gotta have that flex, you gotta have that 1 random flex card. Looks gorgeous, must say. But yeah, the card, it helps you with all your equips, it helps you search and equip spell. And that's how you tend to get favorite hero. Because you need favorite hero to win games. So, there you go. On to the side deck. This is not very well organized. Let's fix that real quick. 3 Nibiru, because I just figured why not. I don't know why most of this stuff is going second cards. That should probably be fixed. There's a lot of going second in here, despite the fact that I should be siding for going first. 3 Twin Twisters. I think that was a fine pick. You know, remove spell and traps. I don't know why I'm running this, because ideally, if I needed to run this, I'd be running it in the main deck. 3 Solemn Judgment. This is probably the best side pick I have. Solemn Judgment helps your win condition. You're paying half your life, and you can activate it whenever the hell you want. 1 Red Reboot for similar reasons. This is more for going second, but it helps for trap matchups just fine. It also, again, progresses your win condition. And 2 Infinite Impermanence, because I only own 2 copies of it, and it works out well with a Red Reboot being a 1 of. I don't feel there's much of a need to go through a combo because it's almost entirely just generic warrior combos. So, you know. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.